For decades, it was simple. Work hard, buy a house, support a family, retire with dignity. That was the American dream. A promise whispered in classrooms, shown in movies, passed down from generation to generation. It wasn't just about money, it was about meaning, a sense that your life could improve, that your children would be better off than you, that progress was not just possible, but expected. But for millions today, that dream feels gone. They followed the rules, went to college, took out loans, found a job, all for a better tomorrow. But tomorrow never came. Now they're buried in debt, renting overpriced apartments, watching groceries and gas eat away their paychecks. The American dream used to feel like a ladder. Now it feels like a treadmill. Constant effort, no real progress. So what happened? Was the dream ever real? Or did it die quietly while no one was looking? After World War II, America entered a golden age. The economy was booming, wages were rising, and the middle class was growing. A single income could support a family of 4. Home ownership was within reach, and a college degree wasn't a death sentence. In 1950, the average cost of a home was around $7,400, and the average salary was about $3,200. That meant a home cost a little more than 2 years of income. Fast forward to today, and the average home in the US costs over $430,000. And median income today is around $60,000. Now it takes over 7 years of income to buy a home. And that's assuming you have zero expenses elsewhere, which no one does. The dream was tangible then. Buy a house by 25 and pay it off by 50. Send your kids to college and retire by 60. It was a simple rhythm of life, made possible by policies that supported workers, unions that ensured wages kept up, and industries that boomed. Jobs came with pensions, health insurance was affordable, and college tuition could be covered with a part-time job. It was far from perfect, but it was stable. The dream wasn't available to everyone. Women were often left out, and people of colour were excluded by redlining, discrimination, and systemic inequality. But even with its flaws, the American dream offered something powerful, the idea of progress. That if you worked hard, things would get better. Today, that idea feels broken. And it's not just broken, it feels unreachable. In 1980, a year of public college cost about $2,000. Today, it costs over $10,000. And for a private college, more than $40,000 a year. And those numbers don't include room, board, books, or fees. The average student graduates with over $30,000 in debt. Many owe far more. Meanwhile, wages have barely budged. Adjusted for inflation, workers today make about the same or less than they did in the 1970s. But costs? Everything else has gone up, including health insurance, childcare, groceries, rent, utilities, and many more. It's not just about surviving anymore, it's about doing everything and still feeling behind. Many aren't even dreaming of wealth anymore. They're dreaming of stability, of being able to afford a 2-bedroom home, some health insurance, and a weekend off. And then there's the fear of getting sick, or losing a job, or missing one paycheck and falling into a spiral that's hard to escape. For many, the American dream has been replaced by American anxiety. For baby boomers, the American dream worked. They bought homes for $50,000 that are now worth $500,000, went to college for a few $1,000s, and retired with pensions and healthcare. So when younger generations say the system is broken, boomers don't always understand. They think it's just about effort, hard work, and discipline. But Gen Z and millennials aren't afraid of work. They're afraid that it won't matter. Because when housing prices grow faster than wages, when healthcare becomes unaffordable and job security disappears, working hard starts to feel like running in place. The dream was sold as a promise, but for many, it feels more like a scam. This isn't just an economic gap, it's an emotional one, a sense of betrayal, a belief that the system played favorites and they weren't on the list. The American dream has become a moving target, and every generation after the boomers feels like they're chasing something that no longer exists. Here's the irony. While many Americans are giving up on the dream, immigrants still believe in it. People still cross oceans, climb fences, and risk their lives for the chance to make it in America. Because compared to what they're leaving behind, the US still offers opportunity. Even if housing is expensive and wages are flat. Even if the system feels rigged, it's still better than no system at all. In many countries, hard work never leads anywhere. Corruption decides who wins, bribes decide who gets in, and dreams aren't even allowed. So for many immigrants, the American dream isn't dead. It's alive and worth chasing. Maybe that says something. Maybe the dream isn't dead, but just hidden beneath layers of debt, inequality, and frustration. Or maybe it's not dead at all, but dormant, waiting to be revived. If the dream is broken, can it be fixed? It starts with rebuilding trust in our systems, in our economy, in each other. That means affordable housing, healthcare that doesn't bankrupt you, and wages that grow with productivity. It means rethinking what success looks like and who gets to have it. Because right now, success feels reserved for the lucky or those who got in early. We need policies that reward effort, a safety net that catches people before they fall, an economy that values labour, not just capital, and leadership that looks like the people it serves. The American dream can't survive if it's only for the top 1%. It has to mean something for the rest of us too. And maybe that starts with telling the truth, that the dream was never about becoming rich. It was about the chance to build a life, a home, a future. We don't need perfection. We just need possibility. The old dream is dead. But maybe that's okay, because dreams don't die, they evolve. The next generation might not want a 9-to-5 job. They might want freedom, flexibility, and sustainability. They don't want to climb a corporate ladder. They want to build their own path, one where meaning matters more than money. And maybe that's a better dream. Maybe the American dream of tomorrow isn't about home ownership or 2-car garages. Maybe it's about mental health, access, and equality. A life where you don't have to burn out to prove your worth. Where success isn't measured in income but in impact. Where people can live, create, and grow without fear of financial ruin. Maybe that's the real dream. So, is the American dream dead? If we define it by the old rules, maybe it is. But if we choose to redefine it, maybe it's just being rewritten. Because people still want hope. They want to believe that tomorrow can be better than today and that they have a chance. And if we can give them that, maybe we'll prove the American dream was never dead,